Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is Charlie cosplaying as Sauron from the Lord of the Rings novels. An original concept and design by Charlie based on the Lord of the Rings. The sharp spikes express the way he buys his power through his own pain and inspired by the animals that become a part of him for his grab for power. Plus, they look really cool.
Because this cosplay is so heavy, the pant legs were each made separately. Rai says the most difficult part for them was figuring out how to add decreases with the beaded panels. They ultimately decided to modify a crochet tutorial to do it. They are very proud of this design.
Because of the construction of the left hand, the sewn part doubles as a phone pocket. The coat is made of stretch knit, and Mischievous Maniac is most proud of the pocket on the coat, which was hand-stitched. I love so White Archives so much.
The handmade brush buddy plus not only serves as a cute companion, but also provides support for the hat. The collar around her shoulders was also hand embroidered, and the first time she ever tried the medium. As there are no color references, the gold design choices were inspired by the seasonal art and original illustration. Wow.
Completely dropped, like that's so immaculate. You gotta see the embroidery details up close. Look, he said it's a beginner.
The tassels on the hat were great.
It's a beginner. Why is this? I don't even know how to do hand embroidery.
Sweat again, Stella?
I am sweating. I'm not just a stage wife. Our next cosplayer is So Say We All as Mandalorian Rouge, Duchess Satine Kryze, and Satine. The second name diamond for Star Wars Clone Wars and 2001 movie Mulan Rouge. So this is a mixture of two beautiful ideas. They have a nickel for each time, and
You and
the
McGregor.
pregnant character had a tragic relationship with a woman named Satine. We have two nickels, but not a lot, but weird. It's happened twice already. Satine, the Duchess of Mandalore, and Satine, the sparkling diamond of the Moulin Rouge, using historic and self-drafted patterns to bridge together the animated Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars, and the 1890s Paris. It took 2 weeks just to cut the 6 different fabrics for the tea gown, which includes 2 different Dupont silks, Baltic and Kona cotton, chiffon, satin. There's so many fabrics. How dare you? The bolero is embossed velvet with machine appliqué lilies, hand-sewn jacquard trim, opalescent vinyl. In all, this costume used over 70 yards of fabric, 10 different threads, 4 different machines, including the loaner she got when she broke hers mid-construction. Oh, wow!
Oh, wow. It's a story. This whole outfit is a story. What a saga. Oh, my goodness.
Incredible. Wonderful detailing. Wow.
Incredible. Okay. Up next, we have Blobby as Dracula Vampire. Vampire from the town. Taking nearly 150 hours to complete, this cosplay reimagines Dracula as a vampire queen. The skirt, a custom-shaped hoop skirt made of copper tubing, took 50 of those hours and weighs 20 pounds. The black top is a penne that has a corseted back with a spiral metal boning and a matching penne skirt with fake pearls and a lace trim. The earrings are made from resin, and this is Blobby's first time making and casting a resin mold. So,
The way that the skirt just, you see through it, so cool.
that's really cool. Wow.
Amazing. All right, next up we have Honeycomb Cake's Cause as Pirate Wendy Darling from Peter Pan. Inspired by Disney's Peter Pan and Disney's Moana, this costume is an original design incorporating styles from the early 1900s, the same era as the 1953 Disney movie. The look features Wendy Darling taking up the mantle of Captain Hook with some added pixie dust and a map to help her explore Neverland. The Victorian combination undergarment took around 140 hours to complete, with the pattern drafted from a vintage 1919 sewing book. The majority of the costume fabrics and materials have either been thrifted or gotten from secondhand craft stores. The light blue fabric is made from a linen set, and the red brocade fabric on the hat, shawl, and belt is made from tablecloth.
Wow.
I love the original concept, and it's thrifted.
Yeah, that's great. Upcycle. All right. Next up, we have Abby Ann Arts as Fairy Calloway from Critical Role Campaign 3 The costume includes over 100 artificial flowers, each hand-strung, painted, dyed, or placed. Abby Ann is most proud of the accessories, including the clay sculpted horn styled into the wig, the shoes, which are covered in fake moss, the staff, which is attached using aluminum rods and dip-dyed fake flowers, and the Woody the Wolf, which was cut out in wood using a bandsaw and then carved by hand and hand-stained. The coat is made from repurposed upholstery, vinyl, and cording, and this costume took around 120 hours over 8 months, a quarter of which with its assembly of the staff over the course of 5 weeks to complete the whole thing. Wow. Oh my gosh, yeah.
They are so well crafted and amazing. I love
The
it.
flowers are amazing.
on coats of silver and black paint. The entire suit is supported by a PVC pipe backpack, which is the only part actually attached to the wearer. Inside the torso, a drone camera and monitor allow the person inside this towering beast to see where they're going.
Showcases Magical Boy Zero's skills as a fiber artist using self-patterning and surface crochet techniques to bring Jolene's iconic web designs to life. Jolene Cujo is one of their favorite characters in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and her tenacity and drive inspired them to never give up, even when faced with major setbacks during creation. This version of the character is drawn from the color used in the anime, which shifts to drastically different color palettes during pivotal moments in the series. Their choice of crochet as a medium is inspired by Jolene's stand power, stone free, and her ability to unspool herself into string.
Cosplay is great because you make it look exactly like what it looks like in the show.
And then we go, how did you do that?
But then they make it out of something like crochet, and I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You sat there during a snowstorm and fixed it all up.
One time I saw a costume made out of corn husks, and I've literally never recovered. It was an over-the-garden wall cosplay, and absolutely incredible.
All right, who we got next?
All right, so next up, Lady Eskel as Eskel from The Witcher 3. This Lady Eskel is a gender-bent version of the Scar-faced Witcher. This is her second from-scratch cosplay build, all made without any commercial patterns. This cosplay is made of leather, linen, wool, and 3D printed parts, requiring Lady Eskel to dive into the world of metalworking and 3D modeling and printing. She is most proud of the jerkin, which brings together all the skills needed in the creation of this cosplay, including pattern drafting, dyeing, hand sewing, leather work, and 3D modeling printing. Visually striking, functional, and part of the costume that puts her into the posture of the Witcher, whose boots she is stepping into.
It looks so rustic, so rugged, and so real. Yeah? All right, up next we have Sky Gold Cosplays as Chimera Fallon from Delicious in Dungeon. This costume took 90 hours of cutting, sewing, and gluing over several months after work each day. The wings, made from shipping foam, were made as two separate sleeves to be removable so the wire frame can be used for other costumes. The outer cover of the feather skirt is made from felt-shape, a felt-like thermoplastic that can be shaped and formed using heat. This is their 7th set of costume wings at this point, using the rolls of foam you normally use for packing and moving your dishes. Amazing. The red accents or something else, yeah? Wow.
It goes to show you that you don't need to use very expensive, over-the-top material. You can use what works for you and your budget, and it actually sometimes looks even better than the real thing.
Upcycling, man.
Yeah, feathers, I'm allergic to feathers.
Oh, okay.
I found that out through cosplay.
Maybe shipping foam is your thing.
Next up, we have Simple Kel's cosplay as Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. This original set-made Maleficent design is a dream project blending the animated and live-action films with 18th century-inspired fashion. It features a fully boat person with plain detailing, 6 layers of skirts lined with horsehair braid, and functional historic side pockets, embroidered with custom design of Kelsey's original Disney cosplay crew. Oh my god! The graphic defined layer includes 14-gauge wire canvas and over 30 hand-drafted pieces to hold its dramatic spiked shape. The look is crowned with a wardrobe wishbone crown, symbolizing the mistress of evil stealing the wishes of Aurora's suitors, and completed with a matching hand-sculpted staff, crafted over 230 hours. Every detail was researched, tested, and made by hand to bring this darkly regal Maleficent to life.
Next we have Veronica Durner as Juliet Starr.
of them